Hey guys, it's me again. So today is my Tuesday video. It's a bit late, but I wanted to give people who hadn't seen the other video a little bit of time to catch up. Now, first off, I'd like to talk about my last video, the fanboys get the fuck out. A lot of people have mixed reviews. Right now it has about a 3.5 star rating, and to me, I personally don't care. If you disagree with me in any way, that's fine. But I think that everybody agrees that fanboys are fucking annoying. Now, the only problem that I have with this is that there are a lot of people who are trying to comment and are telling me that it's my fault for putting up a versus video. And if I didn't want that, I shouldn't have done that. Now, the thing that I'd like to say is, one, if you really watch the video, you know that it's not a versus video per se. It's more of a price comparison video. And two, if you are not a subscriber and you are trying to comment about how something is my fault, you can follow the fanboys and don't let the door hit you on the way out. Because I really don't give a fuck what you have to think. If you're not a subscriber and you want to try to give me shit, then, I really have no interest in what you have to say. If you're not a subscriber and you want to give constructive criticism, that's one thing. But if you're going to try to pin shit on me when I was trying to make a point, I really don't care. Now, with all that unpleasantness aside, I wanted to talk about today's video, which is about DLC. Now, System of a Computer, a good friend of the show, suggested about a week ago that I talk about the days when it was free on the PC days, and how it's not so free anymore, and how Rocksteady, who does Batman, is bringing us all types of good content for pretty much free. And first off, I'd like to start off by saying that I have no idea about those days when it was free on the PC. I don't game on my PC, and I never played when I was younger. I didn't have a computer for a large part of my life when I was younger. Now, as for why it's expensive or why it's out there now and why it costs so much, I think that a lot of it has to do with the economy. The whole world is in an economic slump, and it doesn't take a lot of work to make a DLC. They don't have to make any upgrades to the engines or the graphics, so it doesn't really cost them any money to make it other than what they're paying their workers. So let's say they take a really popular game like Fallout, right? And let's just say that 1 million people bought Fallout, and each one of these people is also going to buy every DLC. So Bethesda makes their, 5 DLCs, and they price them at $10. Now, if every person bought every one of the DLCs, that's $50 million that they get from just this stuff that I'm sure they didn't invest into making it. So I think that the biggest part about it is that it's just kind of grabbing as much money as you can. And I don't really blame anybody, because we're in a really shitty situation, everybody in the world, and I think that the last thing that any gamer would want to see is that their favorite video game companies start just going out of business. So I think that paying for DLC is pretty good. You're supporting a company that you like and enjoy, and that's healthy for their company. That's great. However, there are certain things that I don't agree with. Take Resident Evil 5, for example. Now, anybody who's been watching my videos for a very long time know that I did my first video on the Resident Evil 5 DLC. And my first impression was that it was really cool, and then as I read more about it, I realized that it was actually already in the game, and all that they did with an update that they released was give it trophies and release a code so that it pretty much unlocks that part of the game. And then when you spent the $5 and bought the actual thing, then you can play it. Now, basically what it means is that they're holding back what should be in the game already. I think that's a really bad choice. I don't like the way that sounds, and I don't respect it at all. However, you take games like Fallout and Killzone and I'll even say Fable, even though I'm not a big fan of it. Fable, Halo, all those games that work really hard on their DLC, and I can understand that, it's really, they worked hard on it. They didn't put so much money into it, but they're getting something back for all their work, and I can appreciate that. And like I said, it's good to support companies that you love and you enjoy playing their games. As for Batman, there's not really much I can say. I think that they're doing a great job making free stuff, and I think that that's awesome. Why they're not charging for it, I can't say. Honestly, the free DLC that I did get to play, I think I only played, I played the Joker one, I played the other one that came out the same day that I traded it to somebody. But it was really cool, but it was only 2 maps. It was only 2 things that I spent maybe 20 minutes on before I had finished both of them completely. So they're not really releasing a lot of content. But when you take things like, I think Fallout is the best example, because Fallout is easily a 100+ hour game. And then when you add this, maybe 10, 20 hours to it, who knows how long, then you've got all this great stuff and more. And there's a lot of content, and it's worth the $10. I do feel that some games some DLCs shouldn't be $10. Some of them should be $5. I think that, spring, summer, all the different seasons that they should have every now and then sales where it's $5 instead of $10. You would definitely see a spike in people buying them as long as it's advertised correctly. I think that some games I think that DLC games completely, like PSN titles or just anything released from an independent thing, are always good to support because they're brand new and they need to get in there and see what it's like. And as long as they're good, I think that as long as they're good, they're definitely worth the money. But I do think that some of them should be priced at $5, and some of them should be priced at $10 and $15. I don't think that a DLC should ever go over $25. Other than that, I can't say much. I think that those are my personal opinions. Tell me what you think in a video or a text response. But honestly, that's just how I feel about DLC. I think that usually it's pretty good for the company, unless it's something that was already on the disc, and then they just decide to siphon out all your money for it. That's it for now. I'll talk to you on maybe tomorrow, or definitely Thursday. But maybe I want to do another video. I don't know. I'm actually feeling very talkative this week. And I'm actually not so busy, so that's great. One more thing before I go. Big ups to my friend Occam Razor. Now, his real name I know, but we've played a lot of video games together. I was one of the people that convinced him to get an Xbox, and then just yesterday he bought his PlayStation 3, and he's having a lot of fun with it. He's doing a lot of cool stuff, and we played the Uncharted 2 beta today, and we got to level 9 of the co-op arena, and then got totally destroyed at the end. But it was a lot of fun. I hope that you continue to enjoy your PlayStation, and I'll see you on constantly. Might even hang out. I think we're going to the movies on Friday, but whatever. And that's it for today, guys. I'll talk to you either tomorrow or Thursday. I might take a day off, I don't know, and then definitely on Saturday for the news. Alright, guys. I'll talk to you later.